Decluttering regularly. Make it a habit to regularly go through your belongings and remove items you no longer need or use. Again, I talk about this all the time, but if you are new to this channel and new to the minimalist world or decluttering, this is the one thing that can help out so much with not having junk in your house accumulate. Even with me being a long-term minimalist, there are times where I go through closets, cabinets in the kitchen, just to make sure that we do not have things that we are not using in the house, because those are like the forgotten items that can create a lot of dust, take up unnecessary space. So by decluttering regularly, it can help out so much with creating more space for your environment, having a more peaceful environment. And it also makes cleaning a lot easier, because the less stuff you own that you don't use, the less you have to dust or clean those items. Another thing is you save money. So if you go through your things regularly, then you will know that, oh, I already have this item at home. If you are at the store and you see a plate or something that you like, you already know in your head, like, wait, I have this item already. I seen it the other day in the cabinet because I was decluttering. So it helps you have like a mental note, or keep a mental note in your head of like your household, like the inventory in your house, if that makes any sense. Using a capsule wardrobe. A capsule wardrobe is a small collection of versatile clothing items that you love and can mix and match to create multiple outfits. A capsule wardrobe does not have to be fancy. I know if you look up capsule wardrobe on YouTube or Pinterest, a lot of aesthetic pieces or like some type of vibe is going to show. You don't have to overthink it like that. So for an example, I own 2 sweaters. My wardrobe is very, very small, but I own 2 sweaters, 2 dress-up shirts, and I think like 3 sweatshirts, and that's it. Like that's all I have right now. I've decluttered a lot because I don't even know what my style is anymore, to be honest. And I'm just not looking to, looking into fashion or anything like that these days. So my capsule wardrobe is based on what I feel comfortable in. Well, whether it's material, whether it's colors. I have a lot of neutral colors. I think that's all I have is neutral colors and some dark toned colors. I don't own any jeans because I don't feel comfortable in jeans, and I haven't worn jeans in years. So I own a couple pairs of leggings. I have 1 pair of dress-up pants, especially if I'm going to like a doctor's office or a dentist appointment. I will wear the dress-up pants. And even with the sweater, with it being cold weather, I can wear the sweater with the dress-up pants. So again, even though my wardrobe is small and not fancy, it's still very versatile. It just works with every occasion. Well, most occasions. I wouldn't say every. Most occasions. There has been some times where it's like, I don't know what to wear. But what I have works, and I'm glad like I don't have events to go to all the time. So I live a very quiet lifestyle. So I say all of this to basically tell you guys, focus on what works best for you. Don't mind what other people are doing, wearing, buying. Focus on what you're comfortable in, and that's including the color of your clothes, the fabric, like the material, the stretch of your clothes. I feel more comfortable, especially my stomach, I feel more comfortable with high-waisted leggings, high-waisted dress-up pants. I like how everything tucks me in, and it just makes me feel a little bit more confident. Go for what fits you the best and what makes you feel confident when it comes to creating a capsule wardrobe. It does not have to be expensive or fancy. You can literally work with what you have. Another little side note that I want to mention when it comes to creating a capsule wardrobe is, instead of focusing more on the pants, focus more on the shirts. I feel like that's what helped me. So I have, like I said, sweatshirts, sweaters, and 2 dress-up shirts. All of those shirts can go with any pair of pants that I own. I own, 1 pair of leggings, a couple pair of like flared leggings, and then a dress-up pair of pants. And all of my shirts can go with either or. Even the sweatshirts that I own, they can go with the dress-up pants. I like how I can mix and match and create multiple outfits out of a very, very, very small wardrobe. Practicing mindful consumption. Before making a purchase, ask yourself if the item is truly necessary or if it's just an impulse buy. I do this all the time. Even though I've been a minimalist for, I want to say like maybe 7 or 8 years now, I constantly practice mindful consumption, especially when I'm at the stores. You know, the advertisement these days are really, really good. And of course, you have to also think, you know, behind the advertisement is Photoshop, good lighting, and sometimes they're, you know, some of these advertisements are not fully open to what their product is made out of or how long their product will last. So they're just showing you a filtered good side of their product, not the whole spectrum of the product. I hope that makes sense. So for a little example, hair products. Not all are treated equal, and I know everyone has their own opinion when it comes to what goes into your hair products or hair products in general. You know, say you're at the store and you see a shampoo and conditioner line that is known to help strengthen your hair and not only clean your hair but add shine, color, you know, make the color a little bit more vibrant, help grow your hair. I like to do a thorough research on products like that. Not all products are created equally, like I said. So there have been hair products that I have purchased that had those claims and it wrecked my hair. It actually made me lose a lot of hair. So it did have an ingredient that was actually banned in a couple countries due to it causing excessive hair loss, especially in the US. Do your research, you guys, on things that you purchase. You know, have mindful consumption when you're at the store. Only buy what's truly necessary. And if you are looking into like hair products, skincare products, do your research. Not like your research on YouTube where, you know, people saying, oh, it just works so well. This is my favorite, must have, link down below. Those are nice videos. We get it. But the nicer thing to learn about that product before you click that link and purchase it is to break down each ingredient in your products. There's so many amazing websites. There's also AI to help you break down each product, and there's a couple AI apps. You can just search like AI chat and you can copy and paste the ingredients, send it to AI, and they can break everything down for you in lamest terms. And that has what helped me out so much with the products that we purchase for this household, and not just hair, but also food products, laundry. You know, there's so many products that I look into, and this is what really helps me practice mindful consumption, because the old me would have purchased anything that looked pretty on the shelf. Not necessarily what's in the product, just the packaging. I know impulse buys, it's one of the worst things ever, because, you know, when you're buying things just to buy things, you don't realize it until you emptied out your bank account, or you're in debt, or your house is cluttered. And I've been through all of that. So try your best to practice mindful consumption when you're at the store. If you see a product that you may be interested in, screenshot the ingredients and do your research before wasting your money. Limiting digital distractions. Unsubscribe from unnecessary email lists, reducing the spent time on social media, or organizing your digital files and apps. I'm not gonna spend too much time with this because it's self-explanatory, and we've all been there. We've all been through the, doom scrolling, constantly being advertised or triggered to buy things through email listings, through apps. So the one thing that I did a couple years back was to unsubscribe to anybody that I didn't feel was a good fit for my lifestyle or what I'm going for. Anybody that wasn't a good fit on social media, I unsubscribed. And it's very rare that I watch social media videos, maybe because I do this as a job. So I try my best to take long breaks with this. Usually I just treat it as a job. I record videos, edit them, publish them, well, schedule them, and that's usually about it. But there are some videos that I do like to listen to, not necessarily watch, and that's what has kind of inspired me to do more sit-down videos like this. But we live in a time where everything's all about like showing off, or what's next, I should say. I think that's a better way to put it, is what's next. So I prefer simple content. Again, everybody's different, but for me, I prefer simple content, and I notice that I get less distracted with simpler content. Same thing goes for apps. I don't have apps on my phone. The only apps I have is to create these thumbnails for YouTube. And then of course I have my bill apps, like electric bill app, what else? My car insurance app, like just a whole folder of apps to pay my bills. But I don't have any games. I don't even read on my phone. To be honest with you, if I'm gonna read, I will just get a physical book, because I don't know about you guys, I get a lot of tech headaches. So I like to take long breaks from tech items and, well, tech gadgets. Again, everybody's different, but I do find with me doing this, I do not have much of a digital distraction as I used to. I'm able to focus on other things or skills that I want to build. Like, for an example, I finally learned how to make fresh, healthy banana bread, pumpkin bread, this past fall season, and it was kind of like something that I like checked off of my to-do list, because I could never get those two breads to like come out as bread. They would always come out gummy, and I finally figured it out by just, you know, not having digital distractions. And I feel like the old me would have been on my phone instead of like in the kitchen learning something that I've been wanting to learn. Anyways, I say all that to say this: limiting your digital distractions can benefit you in so many ways. You don't even have to be a minimalist. It can benefit anybody that has a little bit of an addiction to social media, emails, texting. We all do live off of our phones, and you know, it's one of those things where it's like we all need a break. We all need to realize that we need a break. Simplifying meal plans. Instead of planning elaborate meals every day, focus on simple, healthy dishes that require minimal ingredients and preparation time. I talk about this quite often, and you know, you don't have to be a chef. So I meal prep on Sundays, and usually like my meal prep is very simple. For us, we do live a plant-based lifestyle, so when it comes to lunch, we usually eat salads, maybe a sandwich, maybe avocado toast. For dinner, we actually skip breakfast, so we only eat lunch and dinner, and then we do have some snacks in between. But for dinner, I usually will do like chickpea pasta, very simple ingredients. I will buy the tomato sauce already made from Whole Foods. It has very clean ingredients. I don't use all the tomato sauce in the jar. I actually use half of it and then pour a little bit of water. And then you just add in your seasonings, whatever you like. Garlic powder, onion powder. Sometimes I add a little bit of coconut aminos to add a little bit of sweetness. Coconut milk to make it creamy, or you can add some vegan mayo in it to make it creamy. Very simple. I know it sounds complicated, but it is so simple. That's what helps me out during the week, especially when I'm filming videos like this and also applying for jobs, doing interview for jobs. You know, meal prepping and focusing on simple meals helps me save so much time in the kitchen. And if you are not a good cook, or you don't really enjoy cooking, or you don't even have the time to be in the kitchen, there are meal kits out there. I've talked about this before. Again, this is for those that do not have time or don't really like cooking. There are meal kits out there. They're healthier meal kits. I think Factor, when we go to the lobby here, everyone orders Factor. I see Factor boxes like crazy. So I get some of the meal kits for those of you that live a very busy lifestyle. You can still get your protein, your veggies, your carbs, all packed in one. And some meal kits are, you know, they don't add any like gums or crazy preservatives to their meals, which is great because it's another healthier option, healthier than eating takeout every day. because, you know, when you go to restaurants, yes, it's fun and it's an experience, but it's also expensive and you don't really know what they're putting or using for their ingredients. So you could be consuming a lot of unnecessary oils, you could be consuming unnecessary sodium. I feel like the meal kits are like the next runner up to simplifying your meal plans if you are busy and if you have the budget. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and I hope to see you tomorrow.